Hi, I'm Wanda with Jimmy Branch Homestead, and today I'm back in the kitchen. We're going to be making pickled okra. So I do apologize for missing you on Tuesday. I threw my back out on Sunday and unfortunately was unable to film for you a Tuesday video. So I'm going to try and get through this today. I'm still not up to par. But I don't think this will take too long, so hopefully I can make it okay. So I've already washed and destemmed as much as I want to the okra. So my ideal size on the okra is 1 to 3 inches. And remember, these need to fit in jars, and I'm in a can in pint jars. They will be wide mouth because they're easier to pack with pickles. And you're going to cut most of the stem off, but you do want to leave some. I also cut the blossom end off, just the very tip. And these are washed. I mainly washed them just to get any debris off left from the okra, the little flower, I don't know what you call them, on the stem. Because we do all organic gardening, so I'm not worried about any pesticides or anything like that. But I have my jars in the oven, getting hot. They actually are hot. They've been in there quite a while. I have my water bath canner on, heating up. Okay, so we're going to make the brine. And to make the brine, I need, I'm counting on 8 pints. I'm not sure, give or take a little. If I have more, maybe I'll just cut them up and throw them in the freezer. So I'm going to start with 5 cups of vinegar. And then I'll need to grab 5 cups of water. And then to that we're going to add pickling salt, 1/2 cup. Now we're going to bring this to a boil. Okay, next I am taking the lids and putting them in a pot to boil and soften the lids. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm not going to process them very long at all in the water bath canner. Okay, so I'm ready to pack the jars, and what I do is I put 1 garlic clove in the bottom of each jar and 1 head of dill. Now my dill's already gone to seed, but that's fine. It still has the great dill smell and flavors. So I'm just going to stick that down in the bottom. If you don't have fresh dill or can't get it, you can also use dill that's prepared in the store. And I like the freeze-dried because it seems like it holds the taste better. Now this is the dill that's kind of shredded, but you can also get dill seed. And dill seed is very good to use too. Either one of those you would use like a teaspoon per pint. But I have the dill today, even though it's already gone to seed. That's what I'm going to use. Okay, so then we just have to pack The jar's still warm. Kind of hard to handle. So we're going to pack the okra into the jar as tightly as we can. And that means I'll alternate directions. And I need to take care that I'm still leaving a 1/2 inch headspace. That's why I think the smaller ones are better for this. Let's see, use a little bit. Especially when you want to squish to fill in any holes. The small ones are great for that. Let's see. And you want to pack these in here just as tight as you can, you know, and still be able to get them out of here. Again, I really think the 1 to 3 inch is best for this. Okay, that's packed pretty good. I can't get any more in there. So this is ready for the hot brine. I don't want to put the hot brine on until right before I put it in the canner. So the brine is boiling and the water in the canner is boiling. And I don't want to just put it on there and sit, because that's how your veggies that you're trying to pickle get mushy. Again, a garlic clove, now this head of dill is very big, so I'm just going to take half of the stuff off of it and use it in 2 different jars. Half of the head. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just get these all packed up. Okay, so I have all my okra jars packed, and now I have my lids on medium to medium high heat, and I want them to boil at least 7 or 8 minutes or so, and then at that point everything else is boiling, so I can fill the jars with the liquid and get them in the canner. Okay, so my lids have been boiling for a few minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and dip the boiling hot water. That was our vinegar, water, and salt mixture into our jars. And again, I'm filling to 1/2 inch headspace. float it up. If they're not packed tightly enough in here, they do try to float up. So I'm just trying to poke down the ones that kind of tried to float up. Okay, now I need to debubble, because there is some bubbles in there. You know, there's some air pockets in between. Do some in the middle too. Okay. So if the liquid level went down more than a ½ inch, you may want to top those off to make sure your okra is covered. Rest look good. So now I'm just going to clean the rims with a little bit of vinegar on a paper towel, just in case there's any of that salt, canning salt, or dill that might keep it from sealing. Because I put some leaves in there too, and they tend to, you know, kind of come up a little. Or the seeds. Okay, now we're going to take our hot lids. And I'm using the Superb canning lids today from Azure Standard. I've had really good luck with them. I was having some failures from some of my ball lids. And I think that was during the problems they were having during like 19, 20, 21. I had bought a lot of lids. Because the newer ones I hadn't had that problem with. So I just switched to Superb and I'm really happy with them. They are a thicker lid. Okay. We're going to get rings on these. And we're going to screw them on and then a little bit more just to finger tight. what you can do with your fingertips. Let's see. And then I'm going to load them into the basket over here in the canner. Let's see if I can scoot it back so I can get everything at once. Okay. And the water in the water bath canner is boiling. Okay, I have them all in the canner in the rack. I just need to lift the rack down into the boiling water. I have about a 1/2 inch. Some of my jars are tilted, so I'm trying to straighten them out there. There we go. And I have some boiling water on the back burner. I'm going to go ahead and add that because we want 1 inch above the jars. Okay, that's good. Turn the back burner off. Oops, I turned the wrong one off. So I'm going to turn this back on high. It was boiling, the water in the jars were boiling, so it should only take a minute or two to get it back to boiling. Once I do, I only boil these for 5 minutes. There's enough vinegar and salt in the solution that will safely can these pickles. That's why I boiled the lids ahead of time, to help them to get really gummy. That's mainly the purpose, because we want to seal them. So I'll be back when this is boiling. Okay, it is a full rolling boil. So at this point, I'm going to time it only for 5 minutes. Okay, we are counting down. Okay, the timer is going off. Again, thank you to the viewer that gave these to me. I'll need to come back and shut it off here in a minute. So I need to turn off the canner. And usually I like my jars to sit in the canner for 5 minutes with the lid off, but because it's pickles, I don't want them to get mushy. So we are going to take them out. And don't they look beautiful? I have lots of pickles on my shelf, but not okra pickles. So I'm very excited to put these on the pantry shelf. And I was able to get a whole canner out of these. These will need to sit for 2 full weeks to develop the flavor, for the dill and the brine to get through them. I will come back once they are cooled and sealed and do all the marking, but other than that, we are finished. So if you're enjoying this type of video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share our videos on your social media. It's the best way that you can help our channel to grow. Thank you so much for watching Jimmy Branch Homestead. God bless and take care.